Going from over-the-road cargo van work to local cargo van work. That's just what I wanted to talk about because, okay, for me, I had never done over-the-road until I did this over-the-road in my cargo van for 8, 9 months, whatever it was. I loved it. I'm that type of a gypsy soul. It was fun. If what wouldn't have happened with the rates and gas, I would have stayed doing it, and because I stay regional. If I was willing to go further, it would have kept working. But before, as I've said before, 3 days was making $1,200, and I'm into financial security for my family. So in the end, if it wasn't working doing the regional thing, that's where I started making that decision. I'm like, it doesn't seem like anything's going to change for a while. But let me tell you, going to this local thing that I've done 3 days, where I just log into the app, and then when I'm done, I log out and say I'm no more loads. It was not that difficult for me of a switch. It was overwhelming at first. I didn't sleep but 2-3 hours the day before I went and was going to log in the app and do my thing, because it's just change, and it's just making sure, like with my LLC, my freedom, nothing was going to change in that aspect, and nothing did, because when I said I'm done with 10-4, have a good one, like it was nothing. Dispatcher's super cool. It's cool. It was cool. But that's why I was going to say, for me, it wasn't like a big ordeal. I was used to, in a straight truck, the pressure of, go this, go that. But the one thing I'll tell you, I wasn't used to with my straight truck driving with my CDL, I was used to them just telling me what to do. But now it's like you accept them, you deny them, you map out the route. The dispatcher will talk to you and like maybe say, oh, do you want to do that? But it's all up to you. But sometimes they won't, and you just have to decide, okay, should I pick this one up? You look at if it's direct, you look at if it's if one's direct, which ones drop off later, where they're going, that's a little bit more of a pressure thing, because you're your own LLC, you're doing your own thing. You get a percentage, they get a percentage. So that was a little bit different, obviously, but it went real smooth, because you just look at it, miles, okay, where's it going, this, that, and the other. And if I wasn't as familiar with the city it was going to or from, I would just Google how far they are from each other, and northwest, east, south, like just sort of, yeah. But that was probably, I'd say, the only thing that was a little bit harder to, switch with, was just like, because like I said, I was used to just the local vibe. And with this type of more carrier work, and it's pallets and stuff, there's a little bit more of what to do with how to load your van, because it's up to you. You know what I mean? Like if you got a couple boxes and this and that, and you're doing 3 loads at a time, you got to, figure out how you're going to make this work. And then obviously you got to remember which stops for who and paperwork for who. But it was fine by me. I love the hustle, fast pace, and getting in and out, and, doing stuff and figuring out problem solving. I'm like into that at work. Like I've always been that kind of a worker. So for me, the switch wasn't crazy. It was stressful finding the work. I know I just did a video on that. That's probably coming out before this one, or it is. So that was probably the hardest part, was just like really diving in, looking for local work, and not giving up, because I wasn't gonna. But that's what I'm saying. It was just, that was probably the hardest part, and just being trusting. And with your LLC, it's very touchy subject, because I'm not messing around. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Here, one sec, my daughter's yelling. It's funny too, like that's what I'm saying. It's just it is a switch, but if you've been in this industry for a little bit, it's not as crazy of a switch. But here's the thing, like, okay, the 2 weeks I looked, like I was saying, I don't want to get too off topic, but yeah, I was like hustling to the wall, still enjoying my time with the family while I took the break of just looking around. But it was like boom, boom, boom. Like there were leads, like, but at the same time, then some would be dead ends and stuff. But once you make the switch, then you start feeling it. Like I said, I've done 3 days, and it was fucking cool. The first day was a little, whoa, okay, this is complete, especially how you have to map it all out. Like, it's on you. It's not like, it's different than with the straight truck. It was just like, go there. Okay, then after that, you're going there. You know what I mean? So that part was a little different. But now I'm already getting smooth with it after 3 days. Like I already felt comfortable. And now I got a new thing in my van to set up my tablet, because this place was saying that, like, get a tablet. And that's where you do all of your like accepting the loads, denying the loads, the paperwork, the signing. You also deal with bill of ladings too, and that's like, you know, scan it, turn it in, stuff like that. But everything, I was very impressed with the app. Everything, like how everything was laid out, it was just very impressive and smooth. And but other than that, yeah, you just have to make those right decisions and not end up, you know, doing dumb things. Like I made sure I wasn't deadheading anywhere. Everything was, it was in very good dispatching, very good. I was like, okay, cool. Some of the lingo, even the dispatcher, one of them was using, I didn't even know what he meant. And then I Googled it and I looked it up, and it's trucker lingo that I don't know. I was like, I don't know what this man is saying to me. But then I started conversating, you know, because communication's key. I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. Like, I don't know what this means. But it was amazing. It was a great, it's been a great experience so far. But yeah, that's pretty much it for switching over. Like for me, it wasn't that crazy, but for others it may be. But I love just like, that's why I started my business and my LLC, was just to do anything with freedom. Freedom's key. That's all I want. Don't care what happens other than freedom. But yeah, that's it for this one. That was what it was like switching over. Comment below. Let's start commenting. Let's start conversating. Let's start like engaging with each other. That's what I want to do. Like I like sometimes dropping videos and there's not that many comments. I'm like, okay, so there's 500 views and we got like 20 comments. Like, let's all talk. Let's conversate. Let's talk about now that I have both sides of the spectrum, even though it's only 3 days, I'm just saying over the road, courier type local work. It's just, let's conversate. Let's freaking talk. But like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to. If you don't want to, that's cool. Just glad that you're rocking with me, and hopefully you got something out of this. And oh yeah, keep hustling. Chicks, hey.